Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing MTV Ghosted, Russell, and Destiny. Let me tell you this. This was different. They compound us heavy with this one, and I just can't really explain it. I just gotta really show you how it is and just tell you how I feel about this because it was really different based on the formula that they normally gave us. Now, like I said, the MTV Ghosted is a formula they have. It's just like similar Catfish was like the Haunted called the show. They talk to Travis and Rachel. They get all the information, and they want to know the person they ghosted them is the ghost and get information. They get all the information. They come up with theories. They come up with different searches. They get all the investigation. They give up to the hunter the update, and then they will find a way to have the hunter and the ghost meet up, and they had a confrontation. The hunter could say his feelings, the ghost could explain why they ghosted, and then they have a final text. After the final text, then they will decide to see if they will make up or they ghost each other. If it's one ghost, then it means it's done deal. It will be no togetherness. So the reason why I say this was different is because all the other cases it was a clear hunted and a clear ghosted. Some scenarios it was explained why the person ghosted. It was very reason why the person ghosted. Then in other scenarios it was petty reasons why they got ghosted, and or it could be a simple explanation and a talk and conversation with the person to end all this. You didn't have to ghost the person. This case, I understand why it was the ghosted, why she ghosted him. I understand. And the reason why I said that is because the haunted, who usually is a clear haunted and a clear ghosted, was the ghost himself. He started the ghosting first. And then, because of his action, she ghosted him. And the reason why that was that's what's confounded. So that's what's like the haunted was a ghost himself. And the ghost was haunted herself because she was ghosted from the person, and then she ghosted him based on the action. So it was a ripple effect, and it was like, wow, I was so confused. All right, so it was in Riverside, California, right? And this was the location this time. And Russell called in and he gave a video. He said, "Hey guys, everything, and I have been ghosted Destiny." He said it straight off the bat. I said, "What? What? Hold up." Even Rachel was like, "What? Hold up." I would say the same thing. I was like, "Wow, like you just came out and said ghosted. So why you ghosted us? So why you calling the show about being ghosted when you ghosted the person you ghosted, that the ghosted you? So what happened?" So basically, when he was in a relationship with Destiny, he was battling his sexuality, which that right there, I understand where it was going, because when a guy he is struggling with sexuality and they date a female, sometimes they're trying to hide the fact that they are gay, or they didn't come to terms to it yet. So they decided to like probably push that aside and try to think they can be with a girl and not deal with that sexuality. And then, but sometimes it's hard to subdue. It creeps back on you. It creeps up in some way, shape, or form. Some may be longer than others, some may be faster than others, but it creeps up on you. So while he's battling sexuality, he was so hard, he was so afraid to confront and tell Destiny that. So what he was doing, he was going out, and as he was going out, he met this guy, and he started forming a relationship with Kari. And him and Kari been in a relationship for 2 years now, and they started developing a relationship while he was in a relationship with Destiny. So he basically was living a double life. He was living a lie to Destiny, thinking that he was just only with her, while he was in a relationship with Kari, because he's battling sexuality. So he didn't know how to. He didn't know how to tell the truth. So he hid the secret about it. So in some way, shape, or form, she texted him a sonograph of her baby, a sonograph of a baby. So she was pregnant. When he found out the news that she was pregnant, he ghosted her from that point. So I, after all the rest of the episode, I was like, I understand why she ghosted you. You ghosted her because you found out she was pregnant, and you ghosted her from that pregnancy news. So, in what shape or form that she needs to give you an explanation of why she ghosted you when you ghosted her. I like that. I wouldn't even be done. I wouldn't even want to hear anything. Because you ghosted me on my prime moment when I was pregnant with your child. And yes, probably I want answers. And yes, I was like, damn, I'm having pregnant. I'm pregnant with a baby guy who I love. He ghosted me. And now I'm about to be the single mother. And then in some way to shape form. Maybe I would like to have the father have the child, and I have to reach out to him soon later. So it had to be some communication of, because he's the father of the child, that she would have to reach out and see all that stuff. But at the same time, you go to this chick, you go to this girl at her lowest moment, when she, not lowest moment, it's supposed to be a happiest, joyous moment. But at the same time, it's like she's going through a lot, because she explains, I'll explain a little bit why she was going through it later on. But that right there, I felt the need why I felt destiny. I would say, listen, you ghosted me when I told you I was pregnant, and you gave me no explanation. So I was like, that's like a slap in my face. So why would I want to make up with you right now? That's like, of course, for the sake of the child, but right now, the child's not here yet. So what we gotta do? So I understand that, but maybe it's probably premature in my thinking. But in my mind, like I grow on, I'm adult, and I say I have mature mind. It's like, listen, you can't ghost me, expect me to be bending needles, and have you in my life again. I'll eventually want to have you in my child's life, but if you choose the opportunity, if you chose to step away from me when I'm pregnant, that means you don't want me and you don't want your child. Now, he realized after he had some time thinking for himself, he realized he made a mistake. He know he was wrong for ghosting, so he want to right his wrongs. And he said like 4 months ago, I think this is probably recent. He said this recent 4 months ago, so it probably in this year, 2019. 4 months ago, he reached out to Destiny, but from there she ghosted him. So she had no contact. No, I forgot to mention when she mentioned that she was pregnant, he ghosted her and he blocked her for everything, social media, everything. I said, damn, you ghosted her and you blocked her, all because you was battling sexuality and you did not want Destiny to know what you was doing. So she don't know about Kari, and I guess Kari don't know about Destiny. So he was basically living a devil life. So in my point, it was like, yes, he's wrong in this whole situation. His actions caused all this ripple effect to all these things going on. So I was like, that's why I say this case was so crazy, because he called as the haunted, but he was a ghost. He was the ghost first before Destiny ever ghosted him. So I was like, wow. But in the sake of the show, he's the haunted, she's the ghost. So I was like, wow. All right, so he wants to make amends with everything. He don't want to live a lie anymore. He want to tell the truth. He had time to reflect. He realized he wants to be in his child's life, and he realized, oh, the reason why he said he goes to because he said he's battling his sexuality, and he was ashamed of himself, and he was afraid and fearful and ashamed that having a child while he's gay, he got to explain to his child that he's gay, and then maybe all the freaking backlash he might child get in the future, or the teasing and stuff. He was thinking that about all that, and then he also felt ashamed that he don't want Destiny to feel ashamed that her child father is gay. So it was like, understand, but that was an immature way for you to take action in your own manners and even consider Destiny feelings. You all concerned about yourself, and yes, you may be afraid, but at the end of the day, you still the child father. So no matter if you're gay or not, you're still supposed to be in your child's life and be there for your child, and not have the child realize you don't have a father in life. Because he said he grew up without a father in his life, so he don't want that in child. But you was doing that, and you set that example by ghosting her when she told you the news that she was pregnant. So you repeating that cycle, but now he's got time to think. So I commend him for stepping up and wants to undo his wrongdoings. So I was like, I understand that. So I prayed for him like that. it takes a real mature adult man to realize that he messed up, and now he needs to correct all his wrongdoings and all his actions that led to her ghosting him. So his first step is to talk to Corey, because the reason why he didn't really mention a kid to Corey, because he didn't tell Corey he has a child, because Corey made it real clear that he doesn't want any kids. He don't want to raise any kids. So I say that's another thing later. So you hid the fact that you have a child with this girl because, or to please your boyfriend who you know don't want any children. So it was like, wow. So he basically is covering all these lies to not deal with the problems at hand. And he's running away from the problems by covering the lies and moving from that. And now he realized that he can't run from his problems anymore, and he realized that his actions was wrong. Now he's trying to fix them, which is very commendable. So he had to talk to Corey first. And when he talked to Corey, Corey did not take that news as much, because he said, you lied to me. He didn't know about Destiny, so now he found out about Destiny. He said that he thought that he broke up with Destiny, because he said that's your ex-girlfriend. But no, he said he broke up with Destiny, but no, he didn't break up with Destiny. He just ghosted Destiny. And the reason why he ghosted Destiny because he was pursuing a relationship with you. And another reason why he ghosted Destiny because she was pregnant and she had the father of the child. So Corey got upset because he said, you lied to me, you lied to me. If you would have told me to get in, it would have probably did a different way. We would have probably worked it out or something like that. But you lied to me. I need some time to think. Get away from me. You a liar. I don't want to be with you. It's like, I'm done. I'm overdone. So they were trying to get him to calm down. Rachel Trav was trying to get him to calm down. He said he was very fearful. He was afraid that he was going to get a reaction from you. I mean, understand, like, when you met with a guy and you know he didn't want kids and then you got a kid, like, how they going to take that? They were not going to take that lightly. So it was like, you got to understand that he will react that way. Now, maybe he probably reacted with the stream, but you can't dictate how somebody react when you tell them news about that, especially when you know what they stance on children. So he basically is selfish by not telling him the truth. So now he's trying to tell the truth. So they gave Corey time to think this dude. He needs time for himself. He needs to go away, everything, because he said he wanted to hit Russell and he don't want to do it. That happening. We don't want no domestic violence going on. Just walk away to clear your mind and let him be. And he said, oh, I'm sorry, so I messed up my whole life. I know what I was doing. I said, yes. But it's mature enough to realize that you messed up and you need to start own up to it. So there was that stuff happening. So they had to get information and find out what's going on so they could get Destiny on board so she could meet with him. So they came up with theories. The first theory is, clearly, he ghosted her. That's what she ghosted him. Point blank, period. The second one is that she found out that he was messing with Corey. That's two. A third theory is that the baby is not Russell. Because I said maybe the reason why she ghosted him is because the baby is not his. But I don't know. We don't know yet. So that was that. So they was doing the investigation and everything. She didn't really have much pictures. She didn't really have pictures of the baby because it was like, they saw that one time Russell said his niece saw Destiny in a mall pushing a stroller. So the baby should be like 1.5, 2 years old at this moment. And now he realized that he wants to be in his child's life. He wants to be there. He realized that he is selfish for him to step away from his child's life. Even when he was going through his sexuality, he needs his child. Child needs his father. So it is true. So he reached out to our Destiny, but she blocked him on social media as well, and not want to talk to him. So it's that. So that's the information. I said, oh, she had the child, or something like that. So they was doing the social media and stuff like that. She basically had much. She only had an Instagram page, and it had a sonogram like that. It was not much pictures of the baby. Then the Facebook page was non-existent. So she didn't really have much social media to go by. The number they had was not the number that was Destiny number. So they had a little bit. So Rachel said her friends and her go on Vimo because they know different things. You can track all that stuff like that. I don't have that app, so I don't know much about Vimo. But they found somebody connected to Destiny, which is her sister, Janae. So they called Janae, and Janae said, yes, that's my sister. So they met with Janae, and basically said it must be something serious that make her really want to ghost her because he must have did something bad and everything. But they asked her is Carl no is Russell is the father of Destiny Baby. She said I can't answer that. You need to ask Destiny. I said that's the same truth. I would say the same thing. I said you can't ask me anything about my brother or sister. You need to ask them directly. No, I'm not giving up the information. It's siblings privilege and siblings privacy that I'm keeping secrets. No, you're not getting that information out of me. So they said, can we talk? Can you call Destiny and talk to her? And they said, she said, cool, we could do that. She called Destiny. Destiny agreed to meet up with her. Um, but realized when they did call Destiny, she was like, Russell, oh, I don't want to even talk to him, and stuff like that. But she said she agreed to meet with them for a few minutes. She was on her way to work. So they met up with Destiny. Good, gorgeous woman. Her picture is gonna be in my thumbnail, but it's black and white. I don't got the color picture, but I like the black and white better. So they talked to her, and she said, "Oh yes, I got a lot to say to her to talk about it because he really goes to me and all that stuff, and I want to know what's going on." And but they asked her, "All right, if Russell's the father of the child?" She said, "Oh, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I got time. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go." So they was really like, "Wow, what's going on?" All that stuff. And cause it was like, so they came on the fourth day after they met with her. She said, "Agree? Do you agree to meet up with Russell so you can air all your business out, and so you can explain why you go to him, you can understand, you can hear from him why he goes to you, or stuff like that?" And she said, "Yeah, I agree with that. I'm good. I have a lot to get out my chest, and I need to talk to him." So she basically was not gonna tell Travis or Rachel anything. She wanted to tell all that stuff to Russell. I said, I agree. Cause I said, listen, that mofo goes to me. So he's the one I'm gonna talk all my stuff to. I'm not gonna tell to you guys, kind of strangers. So I understand that. So they agreed. She agreed to meet with them. So they confronted. They updated Russell and told her everything. And she said she basically didn't want to tell us anything. She basically wanted to talk to you. And he said he had to man up and confront the thing because they came back. Corey came back. They told him he called to Corey. Corey came back. He's still kind of pissed, but he still there. So I guess he wanted to work it out. So when they came back, they didn't want Corey didn't want no cameras in the house. So they stand outside, and basically Corey said, "I can't be a co-parent with somebody who has a child." So that's something I said, "Oh, that's a deal breaker to me." I was like, "You have a child, he can't deal with it." So he said, "If I come back to have a child in my relationship, that's something I just sit down and talk." Well, it's getting blurry, y'all. And sit down and talk to him about. And I said, "Oh, that is true, but I don't know. Maybe he bent a little bit, but sometimes people who set in their ways and values, especially strongly like that, it's very hard for them to change. So I'm not really trying to convince this guy to be with you if you have a child." So Carly said he's not gonna be there tomorrow, but was saying he got the man up and stick through it. So I was like, okay, that's good. Stand up and stick through it. So here's the confrontation. All right, y'all. So they sat down. They had a conversation. Russell went first. He explained his feelings and why he goes to Destiny, and he said all the stuff I said in the video. Oh, I forgot. The fourth theory they came up with was that it was no pregnancy. She faked the pregnancy to get Russell attention. That's the fourth theory. Cause after they asked her about the baby thing, she quickly dismissed that. So they thinking that she had no baby. It was a fake pregnancy, and she just wanted to say that to scare him. And then from that, I was saying I don't think that's far fetched to even go there, but we'll see. So the conversation, so all that stuff I said about him goes to, he was battling sexuality. He didn't know how to deal with himself being gay and stuff like that. He was very confused. He didn't know how to deal with his feelings. So the time that he was dealing with her, he cheated on her. So she was like, she woke like that. And she basically was staring at him when she started saying that. She was like, and Corey was so, not Corey, Russell was so scared. He was like, he didn't want to look at her. Because he know he was feeling guilty. So we explained all that. He said he battled sexuality, he cheated on her, and then when he got the pregnancy news, like I said that as well, he ghosted her because he was ashamed that he was gay. He was ashamed that he was going to raise a child, and the child going to find out he's gay, or go ask him a question. He got to tell his child he's gay. He don't want Destiny to be ashamed of him, all that stuff. So he said all that. So, and then he bought a gift. He had bought a gift for the baby. I was like, oh, that was nice. He bought a gift for the baby. He said he wanted to make this one. He wanted to be this child's life and all that stuff. So when he said that, she said, "Oh, now you want to be my child's life?" All that stuff. And I was like, okay, so now it's her chance to ghost it. Y'all, when she said her story piece, I'm gonna not lie to you, I teared up. I definitely teared up. Rachel Travel teared up. I did not expect that because she said, what? Because when he was walking to her and would give the gift, she said, that baby don't matter. No, that gift doesn't matter. Not the baby. The gift doesn't matter. He said, what that mean? What mean? You gave my baby away, all that stuff. She said, I needed you. I had no mother in my life. Remember I said I was going to explain why she was going through things? She said she had no mother in her life. She didn't have no relationship, no support system. I needed you. You was not there. You needed to be there, all that stuff that. And you ghosted me. You left me alone. I had nowhere to go. So he said, what? You gave my baby away? You gave me something like that? So he started getting upset. But I said, I understand you being upset a little bit, but damn, you the one who messed this up. So don't get all too crazy with your mouth. So she said, so it was like, Rachel asked, she said, so Destiny, no. She said all that, and then she said why she ghosted him. She said she ghosted him because there is no baby. So they was like, hold up. So their fourth theory was looked like it was going to be true that it was no baby in the first place. But she explained further. So Rachel asked her, when Russell niece saw you at the mall pushing the stroller, was that with your baby? She said, no, that was her sister baby. So she said, oh, okay. So the sonogram that's on your thing, that was a picture of your sister sonogram? She said, no. That sonogram was a constant reminder that there's no baby anymore. She lost the baby. She had a miscarriage. I was like, oh snap. And even thinking about that, about start making me teary. I can't. I was so stunned. I was like, wow. So he broke down. He said, oh my God. He rushing quick to hug her. He said, because he thought it's his fault. He made her lose the baby. And with a miscarriage, y'all. Oh my God, sorry. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. It was touching. The miscarriage she went through, he was so break down because he thought he made her lose the baby. And she distraught because she had no support system. She wanted there. She goes to him. And she couldn't deal with that because she was a lot of emotions going through. It was a lot of emotions going through in her mind that why it happened. So he blamed himself that he was to blame. And they want to make Russell know that he is not responsible for her losing the baby. Miscarriage is nothing you can't control. It happens. It happens. It's like you could do everything right and it happens. So you can't control that. But sometimes people blame themselves. So he was blaming himself that he let her lose the baby or stuff. So I was like, after she found that news that he ghosted her, and then while she ghosted him, I was like, it's clearly why I felt like this should be a ghoster, because it's so heavy. You left her at a lowest moment. That's why I say it was a lowest moment, because while she was pregnant, he left her a lot of stuff, and then no matter how many weeks ago, or under her pregnancy, she lost the baby. So you know that messed up with her emotional state. And so I already know what you gonna say. I already know. I didn't have to go through the further final text. The final text that he went to make up, cause he went out, he destroyed, he threw up. He had to go to the bathroom and stuff. She was there crying cause she had to go. She had to let us out and everything. And then they talked. He said he would make up. She said he ghosted. It was very understandable why she ghosted. I agree with her. It was a lot. She needed to move on. You left her when she needed you. She needed to move on. She was built up anger. She had to move new life, everything. So that was that. Do the check-in. He's in a better place right now. He did say that Destiny reached out to him, and she reached out to him and forgave him, and they're working on rebuilding their friendship. And I said, that's nice, but she needed time to think of herself. So he's good. Him and Corey's in a good place right now. So I guess because of no baby, so they good, all that stuff like that. Destiny says she's good. She appreciates Travis and Rachel being there for her. Let her speak her truth, get it out there. Now she healing, and she working on herself. And she said she reached out, forgave Russell, and they building the trust and friendship. So that was nice. And Yeah, y'all, I couldn't hold the tears in. I was trying to hold it, y'all, but it was emotional because I cried with this episode and I start tearing here. So y'all know how real was it because I was like, damn, sorry, like she lost a baby, and I don't want to see any female going through that. That's a very emotional heaviness, and the fact that he goes to her because he was been in his own things and being selfish, and not thinking what would happen to her, and didn't know that she had a miscarriage. That was something. So she had that sonogram to always constantly remind her that it was a baby, and she would never have a baby. So it was like, oh my gosh. But that was MTV Ghosted, y'all. Usually it would be more lively, but I had to explain everything deeply, and I hope it reach out because it's like some situations, like I said, things need to be ghosted, and I think this is one of the situations I feel like ghosted was needed because it was. I mean, how can you go with that when you ghosted her in the first place and she was left all alone? So I understand Destiny. I understand that him being a man up, and understand his what he's going through. So I can't fault him to 100%, but he was wrong for ghosting her. They made him notice that, and yeah, he realized that he was wrong for ghosting her, and let everybody heal. And if she needs some time, she got the time, and she gave him, and they're gonna move on from that. But that was meant to be ghosted, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel. Tell me how y'all, if y'all saw this episode, write down in the comments. If y'all didn't, please tell me how y'all feel. If y'all went through your own stories of miscarriage, if y'all want to feel to share, I'll be more than welcome to reply. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, share my video, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, peace.